Hello Slicksters, this is Tia with XLickSimmonX, and today I have showing us the Better Food and Cooking mod, the Staples family. So before we start our introduction or getting into the mod and reading through the sites, let's first get hit with that intro. Okay, Slicksters, so there are 8 different sites that I'm going to show you all that's included in the Better Food and Cooking mods. But don't worry, we're going to brief right through them as fast as we can. Alright, number 1. Children can cook. You see, while connected underneath of her, you can hit and still cook, bake, get leftovers. She can cook. She's walking over with her materials. Right here we have her baking. So cool. She got the bacon. Alrighty, so obviously we just see that the kids can cook. If we move down, we see that the creator of this mod is Sparkly Marie. It says that the mod is compatible with game version 1.84.171. Okay, so sometimes with mods, even though they're outdated, they'll still work in game. My suggestion to you is to make a folder separate and then place all of your new mods in. And if the game acts like it doesn't want to work, you can just take them right back out and one by one play with that one folder. Versus add a whole bunch of new mods to your old folder and now you don't know where they are and your game's screwed. I'll show you what I mean later on. Okay, so moving on down, it's compatible with the latest game version 1.84.171. Install instructions. We will be speaking about that later. The packs used can be base game only. So it's going to show you what packs were used to make the mod, but you can use base game. So don't fret if you don't have what they have listed. List of skills and places to cook. Let's just look at it. Skills, cooking, gourmet cooking, baking, places to cook. And some of the different electronics that you can use to cook with the kid. Known issue. Your child sim will sometimes stretch out. Okay, so you guys know that deformed, long body looking deformed thing that happens when we're like glitched. You know what I'm talking about. And sometimes the child may suddenly stop cooking. Okay, we can deal with that. The fact that they can even cook is like a thank you for the mod. And also, please keep in mind, when modding your game, you're always taking a chance. So, like I said, do the separate folder. Number 2, custom food interactions. Okay, so the reason why this mod is so important is because when getting different foods that don't belong to something branded, like for example, you can get Ani recipes, but you would need the Ani bag. You see what I'm saying? Which you're going to see what I'm saying because Ani is a part of this mod review. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But sometimes food doesn't come with a brand and it's just a custom food. And you can download it if you have the custom food interaction mod. So when you're going food shopping and you see all these foods but they're not branded, then you can download them still because you can get to them with the custom food interactions mod. So why don't we go through a few pictures. The links are going to be in the description just so you can get a better look later on your own. And this doesn't mean that when we download this custom food interaction, that's the stuff we're going to get. It just means that you can download those foods now. And at the end, I'm going to show you Slicksters a site that I go on to download some food if you want some custom food that's outside of this video. So moving right down, we see that the custom food interaction mod was created by the Food Group. Thank you. This mod was updated the 13th of May, 2022. And right here, if you read, it's going to tell you all of what that new update consisted of. Moving on down, we got installation. If you update from a P-Box version, make sure you remove the old files. They are renamed now, so will not overwrite automatically. My suggestion to you, as before, is to delete all of your cooking overhauls and just start with what I'm going to show you now. That way, you know everything's going to work. You don't have to pick and prick your mind on what to pull out, what not to pull out. Just start new. Make sure your script mods are allowed. Unzip the zip, which I'll explain that later. The TS4 script file can go only one layer deep. I'll explain that later as well. Frequently asked questions. I'm going to let you all read over the frequently asked questions on your own. And we're going to scroll back up and give thanks again to the food group and move on to our third mod. Okay, now this third mod, Grannies Cookbook, is another known fave. It's very nice to have inside a game. It changes things a lot. Okay, the creator of a Grannies Cookbook mod is Little Bobub. Thank you very much, Little Bobub. The first thing we read is this is version 20.05. It is now the latest version. Please delete the old version. Everybody's telling you this. Delete them old versions. Delete them old versions. And let me remind you all, anything that I'm not going over doesn't mean that it's not important. It just means that you can read further and deeply into that within your own time, only because this is a mod review and we want to get through. If you have any issues with any other foods, please use Discord to report and for help. Okay, so if you have any problems, they're there for you. Added translations. We have all different language group that you all can go through. How to install and play. We will go over that in our own time. Sims 4 Mods Grannies Cookbook folder. Okay, so this is gonna give us a crap ton of meals along with the Grannies Cookbook, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. See, for example, it's gonna give us a folder that is gonna have meals in all categories. We got meals, desserts, breakfast grill, toddler food, and snacks. And this is all of the different covers you could choose from. Pretty nice. Something at home. This looks more like at home, something you would choose at home, the steak. And right here, when we go down, it's going to show us all of the links to download. When I downloaded this, my choice exactly was Granny's Old Recipe 20.5, and I did Granny's Recipes up to the Fruit Creepies. And I'm going to go back the other two sites just so I can show you how download looks there as well. Custom food interactions download is pretty simple. I chose the latest version. Old versions, I chose the first one. Of course, you could always choose the second one. I don't know how it's going to act for you, but I chose the first one. And then back to Our Children Can Cook. This is base game compatible. But right here, it says, if you own all required packs, but it's base game compatible. So we don't have a list of the required packs. So that being said, I chose the Children Can Cook and not the split second version because it says if you own all required packs, then it says base game compatible. So that's what I did versus the split, because when you do the split, once you extract it, you have to remove all of the files that you don't have. But this is, once again, base game compatible is what we're reading. So this is how I'm doing it. I chose the second one. Okay, so going back to where we were, yes, we are going to choose the 20.05 and the recipes up to Fruit Creepies, which means all of the recipes with Granny's Cookbook all the way up to, as they said, the Fruit Creepies. All right, next. Ani's Recipe Pack Custom Food Mod. And the obvious creator of this mod is going to be Ani. Okay, so earlier when I was talking about branded, I meant like not really branded, but like a name. So Ani's Recipes Pack has Ani's food as well. It's going to give us like another custom food interaction list. And that is going to come with like these colored bags. And within the bags, you have choices. See, if we click into here, once we click the bag, bake, meals, desserts, and so on. And we have all the colors. Moving on down, you got 4 swatches, the bags. Category is going to be in the small appliances, so like the microwaves, the coffee makers. Click on the recipe pack to make a variety of Ani's custom foods. Okay, recipes update list. Please delete the previous version and download the latest version. This says it on every site. Delete your old and come in with the new. This update has edited old recipes. Thank you. And please download the updated recipe pack mod and recipes. Recipes updated list. Recipe is not included. Download the recipe post. Okay, so as stated before, they are going to give you a whole ton of choices to choose from what you want to download. I personally already have choices, but they are going to give you the choices as well. My choices are going to be shown later. Alrighty. So moving on down, cherry cream cake, chicken fried steak, damn, kitchen fried rice. Ooh, I'm liking it. I'm sorry, kimchi fried rice. I'm liking it. Okay, gimbap. I like that. Ooh, chicken burger. We got an ice bear cake. We got the very version that they were telling us that we needed, which is the custom food mod for the bag, for the Ani's recipe bag, and that is version 210922. Don't forget as well to download some of these recipes because I only have a few that I'm showing within game. All right, on to the 5th. We have the Zoomers Delivery Plus mod. Okay, now this mod is like a kickoff of the Ani's recipe bag that we were just going over earlier. This has it where you don't have to cook because the food can be delivered to you through Zoomers Delivery. The creator of this mod as well is Ani. Thank you, Ani. You know, Ani is becoming one of my faves. If we move on down, it shows us to get to this option. We can click on the bag, Zoomers Delivery Plus, and this is our delivery driver. Going into description, it shows us some delivery food. Ooh, original fried chicken. Yanggong ying. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that fried chicken, soy garlic fried chicken. Ooh, padak fried chicken. That look good. That made me. What time is it to you? It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm thinking about fried chicken. So Zoomers Delivery Plus. Custom food delivery mod. You need the recipes pack, which is the mod I showed you previously with the bag about the mod. This mod is updated every month. Thank you. And is not an override file. It can be used with EA Zoomers delivery service and is compatible with other delivery mods. Recipes included in this mod are only available in this mod and cannot be cooked. But you can sell these recipes at the restaurant. So that means the food that comes with the Zoomers can only be on delivery and you can't cook it, is what they're saying. How to use. Click on the Zoomers Delivery Plus recipe pack and then you choose the delivery store you want. Okay, you can see her clicking the delivery store. Delivery store menu list, Coco Fried Chicken Store. And it shows us all of the different servings of fried chicken we can get and how many it serves. And right below is the link to download. Okay, now right after this, I'm going to show you 3 recipes I am downloading. And then when I get into the Grannies recipe book, I'm just going to click that in game. I don't have to download a recipe for it because we saw that we downloaded the whole list up to fruit creepies, I think it was. First one we got is that Wagyu steak. Yes. I would eat that. That looks good. That looks too good. Look at that. That looks good. So the creator of this recipe, of course, is Ani. If we move down, we have the Wagyu steak. It shows the serving. It serves 1, 4, or 8. Category, gourmet meals, gourmet cooking level 10. All ingredients are optional. Required ingredients. You can decide whether you're going to do the required ingredients. I chose against. Going down, it shows you we have the Korean language or we have the English language. And right here is the link. The next recipe I found interesting that I would like is by Ani, and it's some steamed corn. I so would eat some steamed corn. We have a 1, 4, or 8 serving again. It is vegetarian safe, home style cooking, level 1. Corn, as I said before, if you want to have it as a requirement, it can be downloaded right here. But you don't have to, and you can just download it and, click it on your fridge, as I'm going to do to show you all. And all the required ingredients when doing that. Also, it shows us the languages, Korean and English, and right here is the link. Last but not least, we have rainbow sushi. Anybody who knows Tia, they know Tia loves sushi. I love sushi. I am up for sushi dates all the time. Me and my boyfriend, when we go out, I'm a sushi fanatic. Anyway, the creator of this mod is Ice Mum. Ice Mum is showing us the rainbow sushi. It was updated August the 25th, 2021. Like I said, whenever you're downloading mods, you're always taking chances. So download it, put it in a separate folder as I'm going to show you, and move it right along. This requires the custom food interactions, the latest version, but of course we already downloaded that earlier. Recipe details, serving, single and party serving option. Optional ingredient, that's if you want to. You can read about that in your own time. The cooking skill is gourmet, needed level 3. It's available from custom gourmet menu on the fridge. Stove from custom food interaction, which is going to come from downloading the custom food interactions, which we already went over that. Other info about the recipes, all the requirements if you would like to do that. And moving on down, we have our link to download. So I'm going to show you what this looks like when you have downloaded and in folder. Okay, so this is how it's going to look when you're in folder. You see, I put inside of my mods folder the new foods folder, and inside of the new foods folder is where all those new downloads came. Now, I've already gotten rid of my zip files, but I put this zip file in so you can see what it looks like. When downloading, some of these files are going to look like a zip file. You're going to right click on the zip files, extract here. After extract here, you're going to click yes to all, and it's going to extract it. This is after downloading WinRAR, of course, which you're going to need to download mods into your game anyway. WinRAR.com. And other than that, all the other files will come out like this. And like I said, place this new foods folder into your mods folder. And if something messes up, then you can place it out of and fix it accordingly. And so that is it for the reading half of this mod review. And next I will show you in-game Slicksters. Okay, Slicksters, so we're going to start off with introductions. We have the mother, Betty Staples. The father, Johnny Staples. Our first son, Jackson Rosenthal. Our second son, Anton Rosenthal. And the newest addition, Leilani Staples. So we're going to start off with getting the mother's cooking skills up, and one of her young boys are also going to get their skill up. But we first have to purchase some books. So scrolling on down, we're going to get Gourmet Cooking Volume 1. Because remember, we first have to get the idea through her head, and then we're just going to cheat her up to a level 10. Same with the cooking book. We're going to get 2 of them. So let's get her started on that read. And why don't we get her oldest son, Jackson, to help us out with this mod? Only thing is they can't read the book, so we're just going to get him to start off with cooking something. And remember when I had told you earlier that you would be able to just get custom meals with no brand? See, custom food. So the kids can cook, but they can't cook the modded food. So let's just get Jackson to cook us anything just to show that, the kids can cook. We're going to get him to show us that he can cook cake. So their body stretches a little bit with some of the animations. But like I said, the Sims can cook. So it's just a win-win. Our kids couldn't cook before, even though it's just the foods without the mods. And we have him putting the cake in the oven. Da, 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 da. This is kind of like the little girl that we saw in the model. And there we have it. Our son has cooked the cake. So before it gets too late, let's get the dad to order the delivery food. Order a delivery. Zoomer's food delivery. For some reason, it didn't work for me by clicking the bag. So on here, it shows us a whole bunch of different meals we can choose from for the delivery. And why don't we order some poke bowl? Because in real life, I love poke bowl. I love sushi. Let's go for it. Let's get 2 bowls. So dad went ahead and delivered. The mom, we're going to cheat that cooking skill to a level 10. And then we're going to get her to start the gourmet cooking. She's so tired, probably the baby. And of course, we're going to cheat that as well. Looks like our delivery is here. Oh, it's just a friend. We're not in the mood for any friends right now, sir. Okay, so we have the mother reading the gourmet cooking. And we're going to cheat that to a level 10 as well. Boom. So let's get mama cooking. We're going to click on Ani's recipe bag. Cook. Gourmet meals. Wagyu steak. Remember, that's one of our downloaded. And let's cook a party size. We missed our delivery driver. Maybe that's who he was out there talking to earlier. But here we have it. The food we ordered. And we're going to send one of the boys. Let's send Anton, since he hasn't done anything yet, to come and get the food. The son is bringing the food in. Oh, he already took it in. I don't see it. A little greedy. Try to keep it to himself. But this is the poke bowl. Looks somewhat realistic. I have a food retexture in my game. I'm going to leave the link in description for you all. We have the mom cooking the steak. She a little funky, but we going to look past that. We going to look past that. Oh. Okay, she's saucing it up. Oh. We have our Wagyu steak. That looks good. It looks like gravy and mashed potatoes come with it.
Ooh, goodness, sneefa.
Let's take a few bites of it and then we're going to cook our next meal. So we are going to go ahead and start our next meal, which is going to be a meal from the Grannies old cookbook. Let's cook a meal. And remember, we downloaded all of the meals. Well, Leilani aged up. And let's cook some fettuccine alfredo. All right, so we got her inside cooking the alfredo. She's like, girl, sit on that couch. Rest yourself. Oh, she's talking to her baby. And there you have it, fettuccine alfredo. And we're going to continue with the downloads that I wanted from the game. We have our steamed corn. And let's get a party size. Steamed corn was under the Ani's meals. I just clicked on the bag, meals, and cooked steamed corn. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Oh, okay. She poured the corn. That's kind of unrealistic, but I like the fact that we have steamed corn. That's something we don't really have. Let's see how she eats it. She actually picks it up. I love the animation. I love it. She actually picks up the piece of corn.
Oh, Lonkus.
Look, I like that. All right, now let's get to our sushi, and we are finito. Okay, so I'm not seeing the sushi, but you know what? I can take that one L out of all of this food you see that we actually gained. And not to mention, if you go into your Granny's old cookbook and you download it, as I told you, you can hit Granny's recipes, meals. And if you're a sushi lover and you're just as disappointed as I am that the sushi didn't work, there's actually a sushi tray. So let's cook that instead and see how it looks.
Ooh! Ah! Scudo!
Oh, snap! She's cutting them onions. Cutting them tomatoes. I don't know what kind of sushi she making. There go the tuna. Let's see what she finishes. Let's see how realistic. I love that. You all gotta get a food retexture. Do you see this? Oh my goodness. That's awesome. That looks too real. And let's see what it looks like when she's eating it. Grab a serving.
Fabinay.
So she uses a fork with it. It would have been a little better with chopsticks, but that's okay. And I'm not saying that the sushi mod that I downloaded doesn't work. I'm just saying that it's not working for my particular game. You may have better luck than me in doing that. And please, please, please do not forget to pay attention for your delivery driver, because they might leave your food right outside of your lot. So without any further ado, until next time, Slicksters,